Hi again, Nug. Glad to see you didn't run away from us again. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry, bruh. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at it. Okay, by the way, guys, I just did it twice, but I like to add words whenever I get bored of it. I don't know why. That's how my brain works. So forgive me if I don't read it how it's said or how it's subtitled down there, because my brain naturally wants to add words or subtract words and create a better sentence for my brain to handle. If you want to diagnose that in the comments. Leave it down what that means in my brain, like what kind of problems I got. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy it. And with that being said, why don't y'all leave us why do I mess up every time? And with that being said, why don't you subscribe to this channel? Since you've already made it so far in, might as well subscribe. I mean, what's the point, right? You clicked on the face, you clicked on the video, you saw the title, and you said, let me watch that. Now subscribe. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Nug. I hope this isn't overwhelming for a commitment. What did I read? Let's do this again. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you drive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So Yori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if your plan is to come here and hang out or whatever. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. That's how I imagine her. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Oh, is that what that was? Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Oh, my wife can definitely hear me. She's probably disappointed in me. She doesn't know what I'm playing, though. And she's not subscribed to my YouTube, so she'll never know. As long as no one tells her. I'm talking about Victor in the video. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Nug always gives us the best as long as he's having fun. I do give the best as long as I'm having fun. Because once I get bored, I no longer care. He helps me with the busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. So Yori, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. Oh, that's me reading. And you almost set your house on fire. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Nug can become good friends too. Yeah, you could definitely be my friend. I wouldn't mind. Ooh. So Yori, As usual, Sorori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Uh-oh, he even brought you something today, you know? No, or uh-oh. Whatever. Wait, so Yuri, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. So Yuri made it sound like a big deal when in reality, it's not. Huh? What do you do? What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. She's looking like, oh. It's because it'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, don't worry. I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is it this girl accidentally being How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it on your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monika have a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expressions, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh, for her mangas. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed. Oh, wait, that's me. I gave a girl voice again. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Ooh, but that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I wasn't spacing out. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this. So, that's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread it. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon, though. I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Marvok? Markov? Portrait of Markov. Isn't that a game? Escape from Markov? No, that's Tarkov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from the human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's it's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like I was going to be in a nice story, so that the dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gets giggly all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Nug? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. She's gonna be depressed. This is gonna be some weird depressed girl. She's depressed, 100%. She likes touching. She likes cutting herself. She likes it, I bet. She's gonna be one of those, what do they call them? Masochists. She's gonna be a masochist. When her favorite things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. When horrible... What am I reading? Hold on, let me drink some of this monster, because it's early in the morning for me. Oh. Monster. Oh, I feel the kick. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. but because they have their own goals and their own philosophies that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made it out of the native. They made out to be. They're made out to be a naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to others. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop if I start talking too much. Please stop me, right? That's what I skip these words because I don't like them. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. At least I can do this. Sorry, the monster's coming back. The least I can do is listen. This is a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. That monster is really getting back to me. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri, in the corner of my eye, I realize that she is not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I don't. I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then I hold my book more between the two of us. Whoa! I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Ooh. We getting somewhere. We getting somewhere. After so much reading, we're getting somewhere. So Yuri's gonna be my girlfriend. That's what it seems like. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I see. Until she got her arm here. Oh. Oh no, that's me. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she's finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Why not just yeah? So even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of a resemblance of some of your mannerisms. Ah, I see. Listen. I'm no professional at love, right? But I think me and Yuri got something going. I mean, I kind of wanted Monika, but Yuri's cool too. Wait, is Monika's the one that's not the aggressive friend, and not the little one. I'm talking about the other one that we don't talk to a lot. The vice president, whoever I forgot her name. I like that one. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but Nug, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. But wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about this sort of thing. Dude, that monster, man. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Uh, uh, are you saying all of a sudden? What are you saying all of a sudden? I. Okay, everyone. That Monika. Look at her. How can you not like Monika? I mean, Yuri's cute too, but I don't know. Monika's got that look in her. I gotta. I love you. I love you, honey. I love my wife. I love my wife. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. So, ah, Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. Oh, because we were reading together. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Oh no, she doesn't. She's embarrassed. I can't read Yuri that well, I guess, because I'm a Monika kind of guy, and yet we haven't really communicated with Monika. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hands from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Right? I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write your poem last night, Nug? Yeah! My relaxation ends. I cannot believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find yourself someone to share with? I can't wait, Sayori. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Why is it getting so descriptive? Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Ooh, the music changed. Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, 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 ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. Well, we've already been hanging out with Yuri, so I guess we should pick Yuri. Because they want me to pick who I should read my poem to first. Yuri, right? Yeah. I mean, it's just common sense that I was already hanging out with Yuri. I should show Yuri, and then switch out to another person. Because then she's gonna think like, "Whoa, we were just hanging out." Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can't trust her opinion. I can trust her opinion to be fair. I like this song. The little instrumentals they got. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional! What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh no, what did I do? He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary. What am I reading, dude? I need to take classes. I don't read often. I only read webtoons. If you even know what webtoons, that's the only kind of reading I do, and I don't read out loud. In my head, I read really good. But once it starts coming out into the real world, it's a whole different ballgame. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow. That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Really? Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I guess I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay, this is the reason I wasn't able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical in new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Now, just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but Yuri, I need classes, Yuri. Please teach me how to read, and then I can start writing first. It might take you some time, but it all comes with patience and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else is in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club? Wait, what did I read? Oh my god, dude. What am I reading? I can't read cursive. I will try my best to read cursive, but I can't. Ghost Under the Light. I can't read this. I'm so sorry. I wish I could. The tangles of my hair illuminate breath, the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light fickles, I fickle back. I'm a. Okay. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of times, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light fickles, I fickle back. I don't know. It's like she's not. Is it like she's not there? Because there's like one. There's only one streetlight remaining. Oh no! Hold on. Okay, it's the last streetlight that's old. The last to yet be replaced. So it's an old streetlight by the sickening blue hue. So it's a dying streetlight. No. Yeah, because I think when a streetlight dies, right, it turns purple. Or like one of the lights get broken, it changes colors because like multiple colors in the light bulb. A streetlight. Hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. So she's stuck on something in her past? I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not good at this. I hope they're not gonna quiz me on this. I think they're gonna quiz me on it. I'm sorry I have so much trouble handwriting. I have such terrible I have terrible reading. Ah! What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it looked like it took you a long time to read. Oh, well, I'm a slow reader, okay? It takes me a minute. I don't understand your beautiful mindset. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It's very beautiful. I can't even lie. I just couldn't read it well. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Nug. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. He only read the title. The character only read the title and said that's the point of the story. The ghost under the light or something like this. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. I was right, motherfuckers! And soon to be left without nothing. Because of the fading light. Bruh, I know it all. Sorry, this monster's got me heated. It's really got me going. Ooh. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you, bro. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Nug. Me too. Okay, next girl. We got this. Next girl. Monika. Oh, there we go. You know, I'm kind of interested in Sayori. No. Natsuki or Sayori? Monika? Vice President, it should be perfect. I want to see something funny because I don't know if I get to read all of them today. You know, like maybe it's gonna like oh, class end, and like oh snap, I couldn't read them all. and I'm interested to see what the manga girl wrote. I think Sayori is my friend, so Natsuki. Yeah, okay. Natsuki is the manga girl. Let's see what the manga girl wrote. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke my emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. You want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Okay! Printed words! I love it! Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Monkey, crickets, horses, owls, cheetahs, people, but... Okay, so we're all stuck on what we're only good at. Eagles can fly, and that's all they're good at, except for, hunting. Monkeys can climb, that's their skill. Crickets are good at jumping. Horses are good at running. Owls can see because they have those good ass fucking eyes. Cheetahs can run, yeah, they're the fastest. Eagles can fly, she repeated herself there. People can try, but that's about it. So we're stuck being what we are. We are what we are, and we can't go past that. Is that what that is? Is that what it is? That's what it is. I know it. The monster's got me going, bro. My heart's racing. Yeah, I told you that you weren't going to like it. I liked it. It was super easy and easy to read. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing is all to be sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Well, hold on. It wasn't a rhyme until the last of it. It was like just me saying sentences, and then it became a rhyme at the end. I'm confused. He described that weird. It helps bring out the feeling of the last line. No, she said it wrong. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Aren't they all 18? Oh no, they're all over the age 18. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh, I'm gonna get every girl. Oh, Monika then. Yeah. Hey Nug! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. See, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm a basic man. I like Monika. I'm a very basic man. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have a suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Nug. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Nug. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations. That's the way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that is full of imaginary imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Are they all depressed? That is true, because Sayori, no, what's her name? The girl, the little one, the youngest. She was talking about how people can fail, and the other one was talking about being stuck in the past. They are all depressed. Not you though, Monika. You don't look depressed at all. You got that confidence on you, bruh. The confidence. Yuri likes it when we left the drive on our own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effortlessly, effectively. Oh my god, dude. While allowing people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances, it can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Can we get to your poem now, please? I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn, trying new things. I'm sure you'll end up trying different things a lot. When am I gonna get to read your stuff? When am I? I'm not. Everyone else might be based in themselves, but it's always keeps to find suit. Right. It's not like a word or person or anything. Okay, there we go. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have the sound of confidence. That does mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright. Half cursive, half not cursive. We love it. We like to see it. Hole in a wall. Oh, this is a long poem. Okay. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkles protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside it for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film. I reel, blind like a film. Oh, a reel of film. Okay, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Whoa, hold on. What? Hold on. It's really the last section. Stretching forever into. She's looking into a hole. She's doing imagery. She's looking into a hole, and she looks into the nothingness void of choices. But she realizes she wasn't the one looking in. She was looking out, and he, a male, on the other side was looking in. Was looking in. She's looking out at the infinite choices, but in reality it wasn't her. He was on the other side looking in. What? She's like stuck? Hold on. I got to. I'm gonna beat this game. I'm gonna get all of them to be my wife. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. See, the directions of spackle protrudes. Spackle protrudes. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. Can't see. Son. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. I don't get why she puts a gender. Why didn't she say it's someone looking on the other side? It's someone on the other side looking in. Why did she put he? That's the weird part. Why did she put he in it? I was looking out and he was on the other side looking in. Something's going. I don't like that he part. That he. She added a gender to it. It's no longer random. It's now she's choosing she has a person she's thinking about. Hold on. All right, there's a lot more going on with Monika. Monika, there's a lot going on with you. So what do you think? It's very free form. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style that's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Then performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I have some kind of empathy. Epiphany. She had an idea recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about and deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyways, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you are writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up. That's like my videos, bro. I've made so much content. I make a lot of content. Like I push out, I record a lot, but I don't like any of my recordings. Like this game, I'm literally trying to do unedited for that same reason that I record a whole lot of games, but I never like any of it. I don't like if maybe I said a word wrong. I don't like it, so I scratch the whole and I delete all the content. And I think that's a bad thing. I haven't been doing it for Blox Fruits, and I haven't been doing it for this game because these are two games that Blox Fruits I cannot restart because that's not how a playthrough works. And the same with this one, I can't restart it because not how a playthrough works. I'm trying to get fresh, unseen. You know, I don't want to get scripted. And I think I need to get rid of that too. Thank you, Monika. I'm gonna call her Monika. I think it's Monika, but I'm calling her Monika. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She's dark. I don't like her. I don't know if I like her anymore. Monika? Or Monika? Monika, she's I don't know. She seems like the most depressed one here now. She definitely seems like she's the most fudged up in the head. Just from that one poem reading, she the whole he part really makes me feel like she's the depressed one. And that's why she has the most confidence. Sayori, it's a good poem, Nug. Okay, I kind of like her now. I don't know why. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I am the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right, but that's why I'm impressed. It impressed me. Oh, I read that wrong then. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I am standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I don't know where that came from. The monster's got me all geeted. I'm not really into this yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. I'm a man of my word. A boy of my word. See? It's like I said before, Nug. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, Can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. I think we joined because they're all beautiful. That's it. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. All right, I'm going to hold you to that then. Okay, sorry, I don't know what happened to me there. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay, there's not a lot to it. Dear Sunshine. Oh, Dear Sunshine. That's a good title. I like that. Dear Sunshine. This reminds me of Willy Wonka's. Good morning, sunshine. The earth says hello. I like that. There we go. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. You are asking me to come out and play. Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. I don't know. I don't like this. Like, it's cute. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub my sleepy eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? That seems depressing. I don't know. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. Is she saying blue as in like the sky is sad? It's a secret, but I trust you too. I don't know. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. This right here, this is like depressing. Okay, so right here, from here up, it's all cute. It's all cute. This is all cute. This is like a happy poem. Then it starts here. Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Yeah, half of this poem is cute. It starts off cute, and then it instantly sinks in as depressing for me. Why is all of this depressing? Maybe I'm a depressed person. I don't know. Sayori, this is, I guess, but this is good, I guess. But did you wait until the morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh yeah? I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounded just like you. Really? Did he read it? Did he read the poem? Is my character reading these? Because it got depressing halfway, and she has not struck me as a depressing person yet. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you're late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Oh, she's doing that. How am I doing? Is it cute? Have you ever seen a fat Mexican do this? You just imagine Machete or like George Lopez. Which I look like neither of them. I hope. Not that they're ugly dudes. They're all tough motherfuckers, but I don't want to look like either of them. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I gotta write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright. Day's almost done, boys. Pew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand out to theirs. This is the literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room. What did I read again? Oh, I hate this. Oh, my brain. Across the room, Sayori and Monika have happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri's and Natsuki's. They ginger. Oh wait, hold on. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? Sorry, I went on a rage. I felt her emotion in it. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. So I was right though. That is a depressing poem she made. I knew it. They're all depressed. They're all depressed. They're just looking for a guy like me to bring their spirits back up. They call me Moto. No, yeah. They call me Moto. You say you double. I like them big. I like them round. I like them juicy with something. They call me Moto. If you know where that's from, put it in the comments. Thanks, but it really didn't come out all nice. Well, I have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. Nug did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Nug liked my poem too, you know. Are they fighting over me? Fighting over it. He even told me that I was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just, Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Nug appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you full of yourself? No. My wife. Oh, my wife. She's gonna hate me. If I'm full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Nug starts showing up. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't. Oh, they said that together. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, the both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing here. No, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing and more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. And that's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out of the readers, not force them to have a figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Nug. Wait, there's a reason I have so many deep and immersive words in my expressive words in my language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it is also a waste. You understand that, right, Nug? Oh, am I gonna have to pick? I'm gonna have to pick which girl how did I get dragged into this in the first place? I don't know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with today will probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna be Okay, I like Yuri. Natsuki has that. Natsuki doesn't have the complexity I'm looking for. I like that complexity. Help me, Siri. Natsuki glares at me, dying up any words in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. So Yuri, yeah, everyone's fighting to making Siri uncomfortable. Now that the two of you keep fighting, you know that we're making your friends feel like this. Nug, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Yuri to tell Yuri that she's stuck up jerk she's being. Ooh, she would never. Wait, are you agreeing to it? It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes you. Stop. That's it. No, I'm not screaming. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because they're differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented. But why are we fighting? But because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. So Yuri stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Yuri is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. What does that mean? I can count on me. Why would she get hurt from being a good person? Monika smiles. Oh, I guess because Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. Only I could get my chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Nug, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Nug! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Gleams at me, I guess. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Nug, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's make this poem, baby. Let's make this. Let's make this. Let's make this. Let's make this po. This monster's got me. I keep saying it, but it does. Feel like I can start boxing the air. Nimble player, shopping fireflies. Let's play fantasy. Excitement. Defeat. Pain. Adventure. Agonizing. Sadness. Contamination. Death. Anime. Marriage. Friends. I don't know, this looks like unending, peaceful. Oh, I can't. I ain't clicking that one. Wait. If I click it, who's gonna like it? Oh, Yuri's into that. I don't know about that. Why does she like all the sad things? What in the world? Sugar. Lazy. Oh my gosh, dude. She likes... Practically made a poem just for her. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Found a little more comfortable here. Over the past couple of days, it's been 2 days. Entering the club room, the usual sense greets me. Hey Nug! So Yuri, looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in the club after all. I see. Oh, she's talking to me. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse, Sayuri? Oh, she's gonna make me pay. Why is that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and then gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill out on her desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves the one option. Oh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Sincerely giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Oh, so she was pretending to read her book while listening to our conversation. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Nug to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun side of you. That's There's no way you could think like. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. The revolution? Retribution. That's okay. I knew there was something wrong. I was like, revolution? That's not the right one. Still coming from you. So Yuri, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. So Yuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Yuri. Out of nowhere, something smacks Yuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh, someone threw something at that girl. What was that? It's a cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Yuri glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitutions. Retributions! Actually, that's one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, although. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Just ignore the fact that she hit you in the face with a cookie. A big cookie, too. Jeez, just eat it. So Yuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes big bites. So good! So Yuri suddenly collapses her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez! Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Siri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. They really couldn't have, drew her hugging her? Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Natsuki off of her. Oomph! So Yuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, so Yuri tots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayuri? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything from her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the doors swing open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzingly glances at me. Never mind that. Oh, she likes me? Ooh. Oh, you can't see her face, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, back to... well, the last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes sense, though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring, at least. No. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music. She's a pianist? What? Oh, you can't see her. Ugh. I need to get a green screen. That's when I can make money. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Nug. Monika smiled sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share one. I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out certain mischievous escape, escaparte, entapate, repajajajajaja. I'm certain Asuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. So Yuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back on her book and Asuki disappeared into the closet with her mangas. Man. Oh, sorry, hold on. Oh, that's a good stretch. Oh, that's a good stretch. Oh. Okay, that's a good stretch. Ooh, that made me lightheaded. I ain't even gonna lie. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I could always read some of the books Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayuri's conversation with Monika. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way to show that to everyone it's something that speaks to their creative minds. They didn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place. It's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayuri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberately like, what a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we should cupcakes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still herself, her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I open my eyes and find Sayuri's face filling my vision. Oh, she was watching me, I see. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see Monika's overheard. It's true though. Yeah? I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? Look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gone up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayuri, it's written all over you. Sayuri glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair. It's sticking out all around here. Oh, this? I thought that's like an art style. Ah, I run my fingers down the sides of your hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your look, your bow isn't straight. Your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Is there? I don't see a toothpaste stain. I'm really upset that they didn't add like the descriptive things. Like there's no toothpaste here. I don't see any. Her buttons aren't buttoned up correctly. I try to wipe off the stain with my fingers. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Dang. That was super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Whoa. This is they still didn't. Oh, I guess I wiped it off. This is a good pick. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna screenshot this real quick. Yep, there we go. Easy screenshot. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it would have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Why does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that if it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs are getting bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer buttoned up like this? But it's still so stuffy. Oh, it's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that was so much better. Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like that's a good thing? Because if I have a boyfriend, then I wouldn't have even let you wait. If I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this and take care of me better than anyone else would. And you take care. Oh, she's into me. I see. Well, it's obvious she was into me, but now she's like being more upfront. So that's why I keep it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayuri. Aw, I was just joking. This time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monika suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay, Nug! I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic. Oh, I was too enthusiastic. But Sayuri still tots away to retrieve her poem. Okay, who should I show my poem to first? Well, I was talking to Sayuri, so Sayuri. That's obvious. That's who I was having a conversation with. We literally just said, oh, I'll go get yours. I'm about to go get mine. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Nug. I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer after all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better a lot. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poems, it's not just a poem. It's a nug poem, and that makes it feel extra special. Nug poems, baby! Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Ooh. You're so weird, Sayori. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure what that exactly. No, whoa, brain fart. I'm not sure what exactly. Whoa, brain fart. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, well, depressing. Because every time I click a depressing letter or descriptive word, her little thing goes. Me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, I like. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems. Sometimes a little bit of both. What's There's a word for it, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, that's the word. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy, sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Oh, Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Snug. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Alright. Ooh, whoa. There is a lot more here. Bottles. What? Hold on. I read that I started reading it in my head and it got weird. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine are rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle and keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friends, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. I'm exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks, crannies, dinging and dinging, scraping and digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off the bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time's elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. I finally all done. I open up and in come my friends they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them out from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to reach to each and every friend. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy though, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. What the front door, dude? It was getting depressing and depressing the more I read. I blow dust off my bottle caps. She's not getting a lot. She's blowing dust off her bottle caps, which means that she's not making a lot of happy memories. My empty shelf, yeah, and she's running out of happiness. My locked front door, so she's locking her friends out. Finally, she's after making like happy memories, she opens up and they come in. Oh, she feels like she's being drained. That's what it is. She's being drained. So she's faking it. All her happiness is fake. She's doing it for her friends. That's it. She's being drained. That's it. Okay. So she's depressed. Okay. And she's showing it through the bottles. Okay. Through her poem. She's showing it through her poem that she's depressed. Holy crap, Sayori. Did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm going to keep until I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Why'd she bring up death? Okay. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those things. Let's see. She says until I die. She's gonna do something bad. Oh, that's him like foreshadowing what she's gonna do to herself. Oh no, please don't. It's supposed to be happy. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, I like Monika, so let's do Monika. Oh, and I kind of want to find out why she was late to literature club. Fine, again, Nug. Why does she always stand straight? Like she's a statue. She's like always straight. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Alright, I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there is also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other well-being. Even if you show it in a different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Sure? You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing is kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do it too. I do you too. All right, let's take a look. Okay, this is not long. Save Me? That's the poem name? Okay. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony. A cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, granting, waveform. Speaking, screeching, piercing, sin. Sine? Cosine? Tangent? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Load me. Load me? Load? What? Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. The colors won't stop. What does that mean? Flashing, expanding, piercing. Sounds like epilepsy. Red, green, blue. An endless company of meaningless noise. Violent, grating waveforms, speaking, screeching, piercing. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Load me. I don't understand the load me part. What? Load me? I don't get that at all. I don't know, man. This is, I don't know. This is like obviously, she's like literally, either she's like just doing it for the funds, like she knows it's like a good poem because it's gonna catch people's attention, or she's like truly screaming for help. But I don't get what she's screaming help for. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. I can only think of epilepsy, and then the noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Grating waveforms? That's technology. That's like maybe she's like listening to a TV or a radio, screeching, squeaking, piercing. An endless poem of meaningless. And then the load me part, she brought back more like she's what? Like load me? That's a weird option. I don't know. They're messing with my head. I don't know. Load me. It's like she's a game. Like I don't know. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Dude, that's what you think is the crazy part, is your spacing? It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes me feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. Over what noise? Hold on. The way I wrote the lines really short make it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. They're trying to speak over the noise. Who's there and they're trying to speak over the noise? I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be an abstract as the physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyways, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. This got really weird. I don't know. Can we go back to... When's the dating gonna start? How many days into it I have to go to start dating one of you? Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. when that happens, don't forget to save your game. Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So she's talking to the character in game about real world. So what does she mean by sometimes you'll find a difficult situation? So don't forget to save your game. What? Is she talking to me directly? Or is she talking to the dude? What? Well, I'm a save. Just because of that, I'm a save. Yeah, I'm gonna save just because of that. You might never know when you might change your mind or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip even about writing? Wait, is this tip even about Monika saying that? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. What? Thanks for listening. Sure, sure. That was fun. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can really say it's better either. Either. Okay. Pew. Huh? Pew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I'm getting the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you wait, maybe that was a compliment? Haha, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll get good as me someday. That's something tells me Nasuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type. All of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Whoa. That's a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. That got weird. I guess I'm just supposed to show my poem. I wonder if he means like she'll just float away because I'm a dead weight. I'm assuming he means she's like gonna go on to better things. I don't know. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me. Is this a poem? Or is she just writing? she's just writing in her diary. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. We're friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps in private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. This is not a poem. Is this a poem? What is the definition of a poem? Because I don't know if this is a poem. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you don't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, my fault. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone who agrees that the subject of this poem is an arrogant jerk. Do you know what people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my. That doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby and a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'll make fun of you and think less of you. But that's just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others like weird things. Like we I've been reading for a good minute. Sorry if my mouth feels numb and I'm not reading words properly. Well, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm not sure if a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it. Okay. Who should. Oh, well, I mean, obviously Yuri. Alright, Yuri. Come on, girl. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what you're writing for today. This is pretty good, Nug. You were influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday. I guess you could say that I was also a bit surprised on how differently everyone writes, so I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise, I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this one of the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Fuck, she reads cursive. I forget this every time. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside of my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. An enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. Hold on. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. The moon. Excitement is phased and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glimpses in my eyes as my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. On people, I merely project my emotions onto a newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Even every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me an excitement, a rush of blood, classic preventing conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. What? This is a huge ass metaphor. A huge metaphor. So let's figure out what the. She says it pretty clearly. The raccoon's a piece. And well, where the raccoon is fed, it will always come back for more exciting beauty. Cutting knife is simple. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry. Okay, knife is the symptom. The bread is my curiosity. The raccoon is the urge. My knife symptom. Symptom, curiosity, urge. The knife is the symptom. So the knife is the problem. No. Yeah, the knife is the problem. The bread is curiosity. And the raccoon is her urge to do it again. I don't know. I don't know. This is also very depressing. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas express vivid imagery and conveying an emotion through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to on their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. What does that mean? What do you do that represents a knife, a raccoon, bread? You're feeding the raccoon. Okay. Going off of how depressing it's been, like really depressing it's been, she's gonna either be a cutter or she's got like a really weird hobby. Something that she knows is a problem, but she enjoys it too much. Something that she knows is a problem. Because she says common sense is that you don't feed animals, wild animals, because they always come back. So she knows and acknowledges it's a problem, but she continues to do it because she likes it and it helps her feel good. That sounds like either she's addicted to something, she's like a drug user, she's a cutter, or she's got like some weird sick kink. I don't know. I have no idea anymore. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Asuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She can sing, right? No, she can't sing. No. We have not learned if she can sing. But the girl in Sayuri's poem, she likes her, but she doesn't like her because she likes spiders, which is a metaphor, I assume. But she likes something else about her, but she still can't be friends with her because she likes doing something. Oh my gosh. Does Sayuri know the secret to Yuri? Sayuri, or whatever her name is, Sayuri knows her secret. Yeah, she was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Okay, so she's doing something as long as she doesn't hurt nobody. Oh, secrets. I don't know why I'm invested in this now. Like really invested. Sounds like you two have it in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging it, isn't it? Please don't tell her that I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I had learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. we're going to be performing. Performing? Monika, yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. So you're already putting it all on the posters in case everyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori has been coloring the poster. A poster. Holds it up for us to see. Where's the poster? I don't see it. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to perform in front of groups of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone else until a couple of days ago. There's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put in a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right! And those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share? Well, I don't think about me, bro. I think we came in this for the women, bro. The whole women aspect of this thing. God, I'm so sad. Don't you want to share with others? To inspire them and find the same feeling that brought you in here in the first place? Damn, there's a lot of reading. I wish there was just a little less reading on my part. I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes is standing in front of the room of 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Yuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I just have to get over with. I get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else. Exceeded faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem for yourself. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, it's too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to a specific poem she had in mind. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Then, more than that, her inflection. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. And is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finished the recitement. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was really good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Yuri, fired up all of a sudden, Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. Dude, I am terrible at reading. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she is finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me after and gives Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem in her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess it's next me then. I read that wrong, but you know what? Who cares? Who cares? So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Oh, that's really basic. Sorry, I giggled. So Yuri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself in front of a mirror or your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Yuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice has made such a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come out of Sayuri's voice almost gives me a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayuri. Even Nug liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Nug. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Nug lower everyone's standards a little bit before I do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well go get it over with. Oh, I skipped. My fault. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that I'll improve over time. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves us with Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Hmm. Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Nasuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm to it. Rhyme and rhythm to it, sorry. In Nasuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, and it's giving life to the poem. Nasuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You're better. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming. It might be hard, but I hope you will all have an idea for what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised at what you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Oh, I like this like little skirt twirl she did here. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write the poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, and I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Now, Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Hey, dude, I asked her. Normally, she's the one that has to ask me. Look at you two, always getting hemmed together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? These guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Nug, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayori, yeah? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with their words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would walk Yuri home. I would still walk home with Sayori. Shoot, she's asking me like a legit love question. Like, will I have more loyalty to Sayori or Yuri? Let's see. Let's save here. This is a good spot to save. Turn. I would walk home with Yuri. I would still walk home with Sayori. Well, I can't be mean, right? And say I would walk with another girl. Can I? I would still walk home with Sayori. Shoot, I don't know, man. This is a hard question. Do I want Sayori or do I want Yuri? Do I want Sayori? I want Monika. Monika seems cool, especially her poems. They get real crazy. She's like, she'd be crazy. I mean, it would break Yuri's heart if I told her no. Walking home with Yuri, huh? What does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for us to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. Exactly. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? Has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Oh snap. There's not even any point in speculating something that never is going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I left feeling so awkward. But it was kind of her fault for tracking me in with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take it away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? What does that mean? I like this music. Pure Rainbow Holiday Massacre Desire. Massacre. If we're gonna describe a poem I would write personally. Let's do Uncontrollable. Night groan, agonizing friends, sing, daydream, promise, escape, candy, lazy, agonizing, precious, amazing, marshmallows, awesome, raindrops, contamination, play, milk, sunny, unending, defeat. I like when a hero loses. I like stories where heroes usually die in the end. I do like it. I don't know why. The plot twist. Vibrant, horror, unrest. Heaven Sent? Why not? I didn't even look at who that made happy. Whisper, extraordinary, intellectual, waterfall, bunny, broken, giggle, charm, imagination, pleasure. There's extraordinary, destiny, kitty, laugh, vanilla, clumsy kiss, pink judgment, dance, chocolate, atone, captive, sparkle, chocolate. I like chocolate. I like depression. Heartbeat, portrait, swimsuit, feathering, frightening, unstable, lust, pain, playground, vitality, rose, anger, vitality. Okay, we picked them. Okay, we're at the next day, so I'm gonna have to end the video here. Let's save. Save on a different spot. Okay. Okay. Let's change the looks. All right, we have made it to the end of this video. If you liked it, leave a comment saying you liked it. Leave a like. Do your boy a favor and subscribe if you made it this far. If you made it this far and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Come on, bro, subscribe. You seen the whole video and you didn't subscribe? That's messed up, man. And I appreciate to all those who've already subscribed. See you in the next video. Mwah. I almost forgot. Don't kill yourself. Please don't kill yourself. I don't want you to kill yourself. Stay alive. Enjoy life. Well, as much as you can.